Real quickly before we begin, I want to thank this video's sponsor, CarMarshal.com. CarMarshal.com can save you lots of money on buying used or new vehicles, cars, trucks, school buses. If you want to save money, I'll have a link in the description down below. I know I'm going to...
Chris Crowley wants even a bigger unconstitutional military police state. And Amira Fox bragged about using the cell phone Stingray illegally and unconstitutionally on the people. And she bragged that they brought 60,000 court cases to court in 1 year. Which proves that is policing for profit big time. State attorney candidates clash over issues. By Ann Easker. Staff writer. Candidates for state attorney faced off at the Charlotte County Republican Club's monthly dinner at the Isle Yacht Club Wednesday. Amira Fox and Chris Crowley, both Republicans vying for the position, clashed over several topics. Currently serving as Chief Assistant State Attorney, Fox holds the endorsement of current State Attorney Stephen Russell and all 5 sheriffs in the circuit. She touted her experience ranging from misdemeanors up to death penalty cases, as well as the time she spent as a private defense attorney, which she says taught her what it's like on the other side and how to make a payroll. Fox's platform is simple, and centers on 3 main points. First, she says she's tough on violent crime. People who commit violent crime have to go to prison, and they have to go for a long time, she said. They have to be punished harshly. People who hurt other people have got to go away. At the same time, she's in favor of alternatives like drug court, mental health court, and veteran court for nonviolent offenders. If we can rehabilitate someone while holding them accountable, they come back into our community not as a convicted felon but as a productive citizen who can get a job, drive a car, and the cycle of crime stops, which saves you a lot of money and makes you a lot safer, she said. Finally, she said partnering with law enforcement is a top priority, which she believes is the reason the 20th Judicial Circuit has the lowest crime rate of all circuits across Florida, according to numbers released by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement Tuesday. Crowley, a former prosecutor for 15 years and a current lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army Reserve, also said violent crime is a priority, but he doesn't believe the state attorney's office has always done its part to stop it. While overall crime is going down, violent crime is increasing, he said. In FDLE's recently released report, crime for the circuit is down 4.5%, but rapes increased from 370 to 378 and robbery increased from 665 to 758. Murders had a slight decrease from 61 to 57. Crowley claims the office shies away from tough cases, citing the 2014 killing of inmate Matthew Walker at the Charlotte Correctional Institution. His killer should have been prosecuted, Crowley said. He referred to a Pulitzer Prize-winning Sun editorial which stated the state attorney's office had sabotaged the case, after one of the grand jurors came forward and said the grand jury was ready to indict until a prosecutor said they would likely lose the case. Crowley said if he became state attorney, no one would win a Pulitzer for investigative reporting on the state attorney's misconduct. Crowley also claimed the circuit has only a 39% conviction rate, after plugging in numbers obtained from the clerk of court in each county. That's not good enough, he said, stating better training is needed for prosecutors, who now simply watch boring lectures and are unprepared for trial. In law school, they don't teach you how to try a case, he said. They don't teach you how to be a prosecutor. The office needs to do that. Fox contested the 39% figure, stating the circuit has an 88.1% felony disposition rate, a number taken from the Florida Office of the State Courts Administrator. Conviction rates are not recorded by the office. To crunch your own numbers like my opponent has done is a completely false rate, Fox said. That number does not take into account anyone who was given a withhold of adjudication, which is given many times by judges, not prosecutors, to give someone a second chance and not have a felony conviction. It also does not include all the cases that are still pending from that year. It's just a completely false number. Another issue of contention was the state attorney's recent decision not to prosecute alleged slaughterhouse operations in East Lee County. The complaint was made by Animal Recovery Mission, ARM, and reviewed by the Lee County Sheriff's Office and the State Attorney's Office, who concluded there were factual and legal obstacles that prohibited prosecution, including an audio recording made without consent. When evidence is obtained illegally, we can't use it, Fox said Wednesday. It's very complicated to be a prosecutor. We have to make really tough decisions every day, but the reason we have such a low crime rate is because we make those decisions well to protect you and to protect the community we serve. Crowley stated there is no expectation of privacy at a business open to the public and said the state attorney's office has plenty of evidence to prosecute. Email, aeasker@sun-herald.com. Amira Fox.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done...
for life hating so much.
Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Copwatch, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.